nice day at Mid-Pacific Institute today. Oh, it's a letter. Oh, it's an old one too. Maybe somebody might have dropped this. Dear Olesya Alexandrov, if this letter had reached you, then this is going to be the last time you're going to hear from me. I've been arrested by two lowlifes while working in a factory. They got me, threw me into a truck like I was an animal. From there, I went 10 days without food. On the 11th day, I arrived at some damn gulag in the middle of Siberia. They gave me a pickaxe and put me into a mine. I was forced to mine every day. I, along with other Russians, only received a small piece of bread daily. We were sent here to die. Please do not let mother and father know about this because I'm afraid they might not be able to handle this. The letter's cut off. Interesting. Oh, you must be Detective Taichi.
Oh, I am. Are you Alan? The
Yeah.
person who called me about the letter?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, would you mind showing me the letter?
Oh, yeah, I have it here. Sorry. It's just in my pocket. So, I found this at the Institute, and I think it's really interesting, so, yeah.
Oh, thank you. It is pretty interesting. I believe that this letter was from a prisoner writing to his relatives, more specifically, a forced labor camp in Russia called the Gulags. If this is true, it must have been during the era when Joseph Stalin ruled over Russia. I don't really know much more than that, so I may have to talk to a specialist that knows more about Joseph Stalin and his Russia. So we'll be here in 2 days. Thank you for coming. Hello, I'm Detective Taichi. I called you about this letter.
Oh, yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, even though I'm an expert, I have no idea what this is. So, I think I need some time to maybe do some research on it. So, meet me back in a day.
Okay. Thank you for consulting with me. I'll see you in a day.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Hello, Alan. Have you found anything about the letter?
Yeah, but unfortunately I have lost the letter. So, I'll just begin it with my the information I've collected from the letter. So, if I have not mistaken, this is a letter from a typical Gulag prisoner that could be written anytime between the 1930s and the 1950s. If you're wondering what the Gulag is, it's basically a huge network of Russian forced labor camps set up all across the Soviet Union during Stalin's rule and continuing to remain in operation until the 1950s. The main purpose of the Gulag had a lot of benefits to Joseph Stalin, a ruthless Russian politician, a ruthless Russian dictator. First off, the Gulag is sort of a slaughterhouse for those who oppose communism, as well as certain types of people with knowledge, such as teachers, doctors, and politicians. Joseph Stalin viewed his people as his enemies, who could potentially overthrow his communist state. Stalin also glorified himself by bombarding social media with propaganda pictures of himself. Everything entering this media was also all censored. Even artists are forced to only create works depicting Stalin as a fatherly, kind gentleman. With enemies being eliminated, Stalin was free to change Soviet Union into how he wanted. So, for example, he made his government take possession all over the Russian farmland. So now the Russian workers have to work for grains to have to produce like enough grains to give it to the government. So back to this letter, it's a very typical experience prisoners go through in the gulag, and of course they were treated harshly. They were given barely enough food, and it's not worth much. So I just lost it.
Well, I don't think the owner will be happy about that, but I'll tell him about the news. Well, thank you again.
Okay, thanks. Nice to meet you. Oh, hi, Detective Taichi.
Hello,
Did you find anything about the letter?
Yes, but the professional has lost the letter, but all the...
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of smart. But all the results are in this paper. Just take it home and read it.
Interesting. Do you have to pay you anything?
No, it's free.
Oh,
It's from the good of my heart.
Oh, okay.
Well, I hope you find something important and let this be a life lesson for you.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, man.
Thank you for coming.
Shoots.
Oh, shoot.